Hello everyone, Grandmaster Varakobian here with 1000 GM. I'm here with my student Jonathan Mactig and we're looking at the Hollywood Super Swiss tournament with 42 players. This is a little bit different than the previous events we covered, which were round robins, but this is a 42 players all competing for IM and GM norms. There are several Grandmasters playing in this event. So let's take a look at the next game here. Here we have Lucas Jiang against GM STOPA. E4. E6. French defense, Jonathan. 92. What is this line called, Jonathan?
We're gonna do the Tarrasch right now.
Tarrasch variation, named after Dr. Siegbert Tarrasch. Bishop e7. Knight g8. So it's interesting to choose a bishop e7. Their main line is actually considered c5 by far. Knight f6 is the second most popular move. Third one is d takes e4, the Rubinstein variation. And then we have the fourth one, bishop e7. Knight gf6. Knight gf3, knight gf6. Knight fd7. c5. Knight c6. And now we have c takes d4, c takes d4, queen b6. The idea to put pressure on d4 and knight b3 plate, simply protecting the pawn. a5, threatening to play a4, and now white simply plays the move a4. See, as a French player, I never really liked this type of position so much. I know you can play this line. They're probably playable, but I just never really like to leave my bishop like this here, you know? It's just so blocked up. My idea is to try to get f6 in pretty quickly. So castle, bishop g5. And now f5. Ooh, that doesn't look right. That seems like an inaccuracy. So queen d8 actually is the best move for black. And for example, after queen d8, you can trade, queen takes, and play rook c1. I like white slightly better here, okay? But black has some squares he can work with. So here maybe b6, bishop b7. I mean, it's a pretty solid position to play. But the move f5 I don't really like so much because it creates a weakness on e6. And it's very important not to take en passant here, to keep the position closed. So rook c1, bishop b4. Okay, another possibility here would have been bishop e7, knight takes e7, bishop b5. Okay, this would have been an interesting option. And white is just clearly better. Black is very passive and has no counterplay. Okay, so I really like this for white. And as a French player, I would really hate to be in this position. So this is the French defense, I think, gone wrong. Rook c1, bishop b4, keeping the bishops. Bishop b5, f7, bishop d2, trading. And then has occurred right here. And now he goes queen takes a5. Interesting. Basically giving up a pawn. And if you take on a5, you're losing on c8, the bishop. So he actually goes knight b6, b4 now, strengthening the knight. White is up a pawn. Or the idea to prevent black from playing g5. Take knight b6, bishop g2. Ooh, so actually the better attempt here would have been to take with the king. Allow rook c7. And now try to get some counterplay with this. You know, if king e2, you have some rook a2 check, get some counterplay. If knight e1, you have the idea to play f4. Okay, so it's the best to play actively when you're, down a pawn and difficult. So he tried to go for the material, but unfortunately now check and h5. This is a fantastic move. Now the knight h4 is coming up. Knight h4, knight g6 looks so strong now. Boom. And now rook b7. Now he's getting ready just simply to push the b pawn. If you go to g8, simply b6. Continue pushing. Attack. And b7 and rook c8 option. Take. Push. Now threatening b8. Now f4 under attack. Yeah. Need to make sure to avoid some of the... Oh, this is nice. The perpetual. This is very nice. Now take, check, and now simply forking here.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
There's still a pawn on h5 remaining. So with a pawn on h5, you're never going to lose. You're never going to draw this game. You always will win. Well, I had to say, very impressive play by, Lucas Jiang, who doesn't even have a title, and getting a comfortable win with the white pieces against experienced Grandmaster Jacek Stopa.
That's amazing.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this game. This was definitely an upset in round number 1, and we'll keep an eye on this player, see if he can create more upsets in this event. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be back with more from this event.